We're moving along pretty well in the house arrest Bible study of Philippians. Paul wrote while he was under house arrest, and we're studying while we're under house arrest, although it looks like that's lifting a little bit, and I'm very thankful for that. But I want us to continue thinking about it. We're moving through chapter 2. We started out chapter 2 going very slowly, but we're going to speed it up a little bit now. We're going to look down at verses 19 through 24. This section, longer section, talks about Timothy and Epaphroditus, but I want to carve out the little section that talks about Timothy. Looking at verses 19 through 24, I want you to think about what you know about Timothy. What is it that you know about his character, his relationship with Paul, the activities that he's engaged in? There's a few places in the New Testament that you can find information about Timothy, and I'd like you to just kind of scan around those areas and see what it is that we know about Timothy. The reason I'm looking at that is because Paul makes a very strong distinction about Timothy's character in verses 20 and 21. Verse 20 says that Paul is confident that he will show genuine concern for the Philippians. Verse 21, though, says that Timothy is looking out for the interests of Jesus Christ, and he relates those two ideas with the word for. In Paul's mind, the idea of looking out for the interests of Jesus Christ is the same as showing a genuine concern for the Philippians. And so I'd like you to think about that little relationship between those two ideas for a few minutes. What does it mean to look out for the interests of Jesus Christ as a means to showing concern for others? What does that mean? That's an interesting dynamic and one that we can learn from. When you skip down to verse 24, you see that Paul is expecting to be released soon. And I think that we're starting to feel that way a little bit here under our house arrest. It's one of the clues that tells us that this book was written near the end of Paul's incarceration. Look it over, think about Timothy, think about what it means to look out for the interests of Jesus Christ as a means to showing concern for others.